Alright, welcome back. Gonna try to get in a quick hour stream here before I call it a night. I jumped right back in where I left off in the last stream. For any who's curious about the story progression so far. Always search around for chests or shinies, as I call them. Let's take a look at the map here.
We're approaching Newark Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Yeah.
Who is this?
Back to the stables, girl.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Chest. 10 bloody hides.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Ambrosia won't help me here. They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
This one.
Where's my dog? Why is he not attacking when I'm making him? There he is. This must be something about this hill. Ooh, a shiny. I was looking at the PlayStation 5 camera on Amazon earlier today. I might pop buy one. They were not badly priced, honestly. I don't know why I'm not using my skills, making this easier. Well, if I'm fighting Titan anywhere near this area, this whole area is getting destroyed.
Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance.
I see
Don't welcome
shinies.
Vendetta.
All yours, Torgal.
Unless you're in like a 1v1, the lock on is kind of useless. It'll mostly just get you hit by other enemies. Could have swore I saw another treasure over here somewhere. There it is.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass!
My children are starving!
Have mercy! Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Nobody left for us in!
I'm the jealous bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your stall! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Black light burns.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for. Now we know why the refugees didn't come here.
Keep looking then.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not.
Alright, here we go. And just like that, I suck them all up. Wow. Can't believe I let him hit me. Oh, they're all dead anyway. Suck them up in a tornado and throw lightning on it.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have
Oh
naught
shit, I
to fear
just
from
slaughtered
us.
some of my own men.
Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her.
There's no way that's his real mother.
Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves Shield have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Alright.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Chest.
We'll show them the fire in our hearts.
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
I still need to buy those when I have the money.
It has been an honor.
A colleague of mine at work told me that Gil is very easy to get, so I'm assuming that later on there's something I can do to get it pretty easy.
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill, and I make for
But right now,
and provoke the main host.
I'm poor Clive.
Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until
you
we
couldn't
arrived,
have.
that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Oldale have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillreed. Suffice to say, That got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Look at me sideways.
Out of the way, I get run over. Oh no. I'd already been down there.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Do they have a mage with them?
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields?
Let's see if I can just tornado these guys to death.
Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Yeah, come on, follow me into the tornado, dummies.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Let's lock on to him. Ooh.
More dragons.
The Imperials
Staggered.
aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm frightened.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one.
These dragoons are kind of a pain in the butt.
You have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
And that's why, you know what, let's do this. Right off the bat, let's heal myself. Tornado him. Staggered.
So wait.
Found her. There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
He is just hitting me left and right.
Nice try.
Staggered.
You're finished.
Slice. Crafting.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Well, I almost have enough to buy that charm, but I'd be completely broke. Ooh, I have enough to get the Berserker charm, though. From the hideout, I have to go get that with my honor points.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
Pull out my fake sword.
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil, the Unshard. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town,
Hmm.
thus must maintain
That comment
the
bothered
illusion
her.
of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother.
I think most of the stream is going to be
All right, if it's a ship you
cutscenes.
require,
35 minutes in.
shall have. I've a galley in port but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first?
I like this guy.
Oliver, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustenus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could.
I gotta say, maybe next to Tactics, this is probably the darkest Final Fantasy I've ever played.
I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Alright, well, let's go back to our hideaway first. Because there's stuff here I need to buy.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
I see a side quest. 2 of them, actually.
How did we never hear
There are new
about these
billets
Guardians
being
of the Flame?
posted.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
His voice does not match his image.
He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know?
It so doesn't match his appearance.
But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
Fine.
Sure, kid. I'll help you out.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim
I
your
want to
desserts?
buy this Berserker ring.
You earned this. All done?
Because I was told that once you get the Berserker ring, it basically breaks the game. So where do I equip it? I'm assuming it's a talisman. Or an accessory, rather. Temporarily increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge. Well, he said it does something about the limit break and makes your limit break go up faster, so we'll try it. I always knock out side quests before main story. That's just how I play these games.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Cat.
First August, and now you.
See, now his voice matches his appearance.
What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit.
Should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for? Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Back, are ya? I always thought I could teach the best of them a thing or two about working with leather. But... oh, I've wasted enough breath talk. Things here ain't too bad. Nah. So, what'll it be? Anything else?
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? It's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there. Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe? Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
So actually what I'm going to do is, my remaining time on this stream, I'm thinking I'm going to take on some hunts.
That griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Where is the hunt board? I think it's over this way. Did I really just get stuck on the stairs? Core Norvent, Westgate, Rosaria, and Sambrec. I think we're going to go after this one first. I don't see it listed on here. Guess I'll search for it this way. Holy Empire of Sambrec, it says. Oh, that's the whole area here. So it was Clearview. Okay. Where is Clareview? I don't see it. I may not be able to go to that hunt yet. Doesn't appear so. So where was the other one that said Rosario? I didn't mean to do that. Alright. Care Norvent Westgate. I wish it just had it to where you click on it and it opens the map location for you. But I guess they'd make it too easy that way, huh? Maybe if I click down here. No. Ah, there's Clareview right there. So let's travel to this one. It looks like I need to go south.
Keep them pilchers nice and chill.
Look at this place. We spend half
Let's go.
Fly, Ambrosia.
I think that's it over there. It definitely looks like it.
Thanks, girl.
Yep, that's it. Rank C. Alright, here goes nothing.
If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy. Too slow.
Get down. And Should be close to staggered. There we go. Ooh. Ouch. Yeah, good. Oh crap, I'm on potions. That's why my dog ain't attacking. That's why I don't use that attack right there. Ouch. Ouch. Caught in the tornado. Ouch. Hit me with something that hurt. I see why he said the Berserker ring is good now. That counter move that it does is really awesome. Notorious Mark slain.
Rest well.
That was fun.
I know I will.
Alright, well, it is the hour mark, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off for the evening. I'm actually going to stop right here. I'll pick right back up where I left off, maybe tomorrow morning. So until next time, thanks for everybody who tuned in, and have a good night.